In this episode of Bear TV News, we go behind the scenes with the theater program, visit the CAF to see the reopened salad bar, meet some of our very own UPIKE students and faculty, plus get a better understanding of what it's like to be a student athlete. Hello UPIKE viewers, and welcome to the April 13th, 2021 edition of Bear TV News. This is the first new episode of Bear TV News since the March 2020 shutdown, and we can't wait to get started. I'm Aaron Sloan.
And I'm Faith Rowe. We are covering all the recent events and news around the UPIKE area.
With mass vaccinations underway in Pike County, we are beginning to see life more slowly return to normal, with many services reopening themselves to the public. One such service is right here on our campus, and it's providing people with special medical care they need.
On the morning of Friday, the 26th, the Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine Free Clinic started back up again at UPIKE in the Cole Building.
It starts on the fourth floor, where we have a front desk and a waiting room, and we bring people up to the 9th floor, where we have some dividers to section off some spaces in the room. It's essentially a teaching clinic where the students can come up and get experience being supervised by our teaching fellows and by our attending physicians that are board certified in this, evaluating and treating musculoskeletal complaints with osteopathic manipulation.
Because of COVID, they had to cut back for a while, but now that they have opened up again, on Mondays and Fridays, they are taking new precautions in cleaning and personal protection devices such as masks and face shields.
They're not real comfortable, but it has worked. We have had no transmission of COVID up here.
Being all about teaching, the people who come in as patients don't pay anything, the students and faculty can't order tests or generate official medical records, and nobody messes with insurance. It is specifically set up as a teaching clinic.
Part of it is actually intended as a return to the community that has supported the development of having this medical school here. And that was in its original design, and it's been that way for longer than I've been here. We want to help people, and we want to have the opportunity for our students to learn how to do that.
And that's the KYCOM Free Clinic, in service of the community and higher education. For Bear TV News, I'm Josiah Carnes.
The challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic have drastically affected the way in which many courses are taught at UPIKE. One program in particular, UPIKE Theater, has needed to turn to innovative solutions to provide theatrical experiences for students and patrons alike. Reporter Andrew Stratton sat down with theater professor Kim Willard to learn about their new approach to their latest play.
The COVID-19 pandemic has changed the way colleges handle events. The theater program is no different. Because of the lack of an audience this year, it was decided that their annual production would be filmed more like a movie. This led to a collaboration between theater and film majors.
Doing theater this way, rather than the traditional way during COVID, has been a big challenge, but it's also been kind of a learning curve. We have a lot of really vibrant film majors here on campus. We have a great film program, so we've been able to combine forces a little bit and learn some things from the film program that makes it possible for us to still produce theater.
The play, called Lemons, 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 is also not being filmed the way a play traditionally is.
So currently, even on the project that we're working on Lemons, 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 we are filming out of sequence, which is not a thing that can happen when we're doing a play. It starts at the beginning and it goes to the end. But here we have that luxury of being able to take small pieces and work on them a little bit at a time instead of actors having to come in and be able to do the entire thing in one take.
Creep. Wasted. California. Rhinoceros. Lemons. Lemons, 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 lemons.
Things have definitely been different this year, but we're adjusting as we can. Plus, there's a lot of history being made this time. I'm very excited to see the final product. This has been Andrew Stratton with Bear TV News.
From the crossover of the theater and FMA program, we are now going to jump into another program in the College of Arts and Sciences and learn more about one of our communication professors. This week I talked to Assistant Professor of Communications, J.R. Briscoe. We discussed the intriguing program and the classes that are offered in the communication department.
My job is to teach the curriculum, but also develop it as well. There are a variety of different courses that we've created over the past year alone, trying to make this major fun and relevant, but also meaningful to our students' careers. One of the things I really love about the school is I can be as involved as I want to be. I'm not only in academics, I'm in administration, and I'm also in athletics as well. So I'm part of each major organization here on campus that has different yet complementing influences within our students' lives. And for me, it helps me connect with our students and have a level of empathy that I think is difficult to have unless you are involved to that depth.
With the program being so diverse and interesting, we went on to discuss the future of the communication department.
The future of the communication department, there's a lot of exciting things that are coming. Starting this fall, the entire degree, I believe, can be taken completely online. We could have students from all across the world potentially being part of our program if they desire to do so.
We can't wait to see where the communications field will go and wish JR the best of luck in his upcoming years. I'm Faith Rowe, Bear TV News.
Due to restrictions from COVID-19, one of the most popular features in the CAF had to be taken away, but with vaccinations increasing and cases going down, our salad bar is finally back up and running.
This semester, faculty, staff, and students here at UPIKE have seen a big change in the cafeteria. The salad bar is back. Just from looking at the line of people waiting to fix a plate, it looks like a big hit. But just to make sure, I've interviewed 4 students to see what their first impressions were, and this is what they had to say.
I'm more happy that it's open because now you get a main salad instead of just picking from what they already have.
I'm a picky eater, so when there was like random vegetables in it, like beans or corn, there's also peppers in it sometimes. It's just not my style.
Being able to make my own again, it just feels like I can have what I need.
It just makes CAF that much better, and I always get a salad pretty much every day.
With COVID still being an issue, the university has implemented multiple different safety measures to ensure that COVID cases on campus don't spike due to the salad bar reopening.
It makes it feel of normalcy because like back when COVID first started happening, you couldn't do a salad bar.
Freshman year, we actually had the salad bar, and then COVID happened, and it kind of, ruined that portion for us.
So it's making me feel like maybe it's getting closer to being normal, but not all the way there because you're still using gloves. But I feel like it's a more safer way, even if the gloves stay.
I just get to go up there and put on like this glove that makes sure that nobody's really touching the same silverware and get a salad that I'll actually enjoy.
I'm just thankful that it's open and looking forward to more restrictions kind of getting eased up.
This small change has given the students of UPIKE hope that when we come back in the fall, more restrictions will be lifted and that life on campus will go back to the way it used to be.
I'm Emily Brown, and you're watching Bear TV News.
I know that I'm happy our salad bar is back. Special thanks to Aramark staff for getting us one step closer to normal campus life again. For our next story, reporter Dylan Osborne takes a look at one of our fellow UPIKE students and their journey to be accepted into the ChiCom program.
Adam Hotelling is a student here at the University of Pikeville, where he competes on the esports team, is a member of the student government, and many other things.
Hotelling is a biology major in his senior year. When he graduates with his bachelor's, he hopes to attend a medical school that's also on campus at the University of Pikeville.
I'm currently waiting to get my score back and try to get the interview process, but that's the dream. I'm going to fight to try to get that spot, waitlist or not.
Hotelling is confident in his future in the medical field and doesn't have any alternative backup plans.
There is no real plan B, there's only really plan A, and that's mainly because I actually had an experience here whenever I came here in high school for a tour. Over here at the medical school, one of the VOs that was kind of showing some experience with simulations basically said, okay, well, if you want to go to medical school so badly and you want to try to become this VO, what is your plan B if it doesn't work out? Like, what is your plan B if you don't get what you need or you don't meet what's your plan B? And then I immediately answered, there is no plan B. Like, it's a trick question. Because if you want it that bad, you're going to work for it and you get it.
I'm Dylan Osborne, Bear TV News.
Thanks, Dylan, for that story. We wish Adam the very best as he moves forward in his pursuit of getting into medical school. Up next, we turn to the UPIKE Sports Update.
Hey everybody, I'm Alex Shelton, and I'm here to tell you all about the latest athletic news and events on campus. Our top story is the women's bowling team. They recently took home our third straight Mid-South Conference title and placed third in the NIA National Championship. We want to give a huge shout out to the entire team. As a special treat, we actually have a news report from freshman bowler Vanessa Fuzzi profiling fellow teammate Grace Williams.
Today I talked to Grace Williams on how she is a student athlete on the women's bowling team as well as a nursing student, and she talks about how she balances her day-to-day life.
Hello, my name is Grace Williams. I am currently a first-year student in the nursing program. I'm currently doing the ADN program, which is an associate's degree for 2 years. After I graduate from my 2-year and get my RN licensure, I'm going to come back and do my BSN, which can range from another year to 2. Nursing is very challenging, it's very difficult, and it's very strenuous. It's very time consuming, and you have to love what you do to want to be a nurse. It's a lot of hard work, long nights, and it's a lot of an emotional roller coaster. Not only am I a nursing major, I also bowl competitively on the UPIKE bowling team. Currently, as a team, we are ranked 4th in USBC standings, and we finished 3rd at NAI Nationals last weekend. Being a nursing student and a bowler is exceptionally difficult. It requires hard work, if I had to say it, because it's school all day, then practice every day. You have to make time for the gym, and everyone needs a social life. You can't just be shut down to school and your sport or you'll get burnt out.
Gracie shows true determination and dedication to her profession, and she is truly an inspiration to others. I am Vanessa Fuzzi, and this is Bear TV News.
Thanks, Vanessa, for the report on your teammate. Up next, I recently sat down with a football teammate of mine to get a better understanding of what it's like being a student athlete with a busy schedule.
Elijah Richardson, the Knoxville, Tennessee native, has been improving his skills on and off the field to get a starting role. When asked who helped him to get better, he replied,
A lot of players that came through here and helped me out a lot, taught me a lot, and really bettered me at the game.
Richardson looked up to senior Christopher Dublin, Troy Hill, and Trayvon Brown to help him better his game. What he brings to the game is no short of confidence.
I think my greatest strengths that I bring to the game is the IQ that I have for the game. Also, mentality, never give up, never quit. My speed, athleticism, great feet. My experience here at UPIKE it's a very humbling experience. I had to really adjust myself from my normal schedule to this schedule. I'm saying dealing with athletics and different classes and different things they ask from me. So yeah, it's been humbling.
Richardson started playing football at 14 as a freshman at Hardin Valley Academy in Knoxville, Tennessee. Graduating there and coming to UPIKE, Elijah says that the family atmosphere helped him decide to come to UPIKE. Elijah believes that everyone time will come, and when it does, to go all in and go 110%.
Advice that I would give to somebody coming in as a freshman is just be patient, wait your time, wait when your number's called, and be ready.
On a final note, the entire UPIKE Athletics program recently won the inaugural Mid-South Conference Polar Plunge Cup. Our teams beat out 75 other schools and collectively raised over $4,000 to benefit the Special Olympics. The event ended with UPIKE Athletics Director taking a plunge in some frigid waters back in March. That's all for today's sports update. I'm Alex Shelton. Go Bears.
Thanks a lot, Alex. Well, that's all for today's show. We will be back in a few weeks for more updates on the UPIKE community. I'm Faith Rowe.
And I'm Aaron Sloan. This has been the April 13th, 2021 edition of Bear TV News. Until next time, stay classy, Pikeville.